Hello again. Now, residents of eMalahleni in Mpumalanga are vowing to continue blockading the N4 highway. They say they are angry over the inconsistent power supply and outages. Mayor Connie Nkalityana visited the area but was chased away. And the residents are saying they're tired of her false promises. Residents of KwaGuqa and surrounding areas have been without electricity for nearly a week now. Protesters blockaded traffic on the N4 for the past 3 days. eNCA reporter Heidi Giokos was in eMalahleni earlier. She's back now in our studio just to give us a wrap-up of what really happened there. What's going on in eMalahleni, Heidi?
You know, Bradan, it actually looked like a war scene. When we were driving into eMalahleni on the N4, every 100 meters, there was either a burnt vehicle, a burnt truck, rubble on the highway. If you're driving on the N4 and you see a big mall called the KG Mall on your left-hand side, there is a wall there that has been built there for many years to stop people from crossing the highway. Part of that wall was completely broken down, and those bricks were used to actually block the highway off. We do know that 2 people also tragically lost their lives. This all stems from an apparent transformer that blew up in an area called Vosman, just outside of eMalahleni. And we do know that residents were very angry about this, and they wanted the mayor to intervene urgently. But I think what sparked more of the violence and the unrest in the area and surrounding areas was the fact that the mayor yesterday went to address the residents and the community members, specifically in Vosman, where we do understand she had promised them that the transformer would arrive today or in the next couple of days once they are able to finalize the payment of the transformer. And what we do understand, according to what the mayor indicated, was that in actual fact it wasn't her who uttered the words, "What's the point of you complaining about not having electricity if you don't even have fridges?" It was apparently a family member whose son was lost, life was lost in all of this. But I think what was important to highlight is the fact that today we didn't see as much unrest. It was more of the aftermath.
It was calmer today.
It was much calmer, and it all had to also do with the fact that there was high police visibility. We saw choppers in the air. We saw more police vans coming out to provide the necessary patrolling and support. The highway was cleared up, but also the local taxi association came through to say that they will not allow this to continue. There was also elements of criminality and people taking opportunities to loot and to damage property and infrastructure. And the local taxi association said no more. They need to protect the routes. They need to protect the infrastructure. Let's listen to what the chairperson of the local taxi association has to tell us.
Look, this thing have started at the beginning of the week, and we thought it will end in 2 days or 3 days. It continued. Yesterday, all the taxi association around eMalahleni, we had a meeting with all the leaders of the taxi association as well as some councillors to try and get a solution. And we decided now in the morning we must wake up at 3 o'clock, all of us with the police to do a joint operation, between the police and the taxi owners. Is then we came in the location early in the morning while they were still sleeping. But some of them, they were still burning the tires. We remove everything on the road. We patrol from Linville to KwaGuqa, all the extensions.
Now, Heidi, did the mayor, you say there was a misunderstanding about you don't need electricity because you don't even have fridges. But I mean, how is the mayor dealing with the situation? I mean, has she confirmed that she never said that? I know you spoke to her.
Yes, so the mayor, the first question I asked was, did you actually say that to community members? And if you did, why would you say something like that to community members who are in desperate need of electricity? The mayor has made it very clear that she did not say that. I think what's also worrying is the fact that she physically got hurt. She has stitches on her hand, her one leg has been hurt, but her protectors and traffic officers and all of those that were around her protecting her have also been really badly hurt. We do know that her one protector mother is currently in ICU. So it seems as though the situation yesterday was extremely intense. But she says she did not say this. It was the family member that stood next to her. She said she had informed the community that indeed they are dealing with the situation, and suddenly this community member decided to start addressing the crowd, and this is when she uttered those comments. And she says it's rather unfortunate because it further infuriated the community. They had to escort the mayor out immediately, as well as this individual who decided to say that to community members. Before we listen to what the mayor said, as I mentioned, the situation is calm for now. Police are still on high alert should the violence erupt again or the unrest erupt again. We also do understand that the transformer is on its way, so residents in that area should have electricity in the next couple of days, if not by tomorrow. Let's listen to what the mayor had to say about this.
Went there alone, and we then spoke to the community, which was very, very angry, but we've calmed them down, and we then explained to them the processes that yesterday we were going to pay the service provider so that we can be able to get the transformer today. It can be delivered today. The community was very happy about that, and the meeting was concluded. Unfortunately, while I was walking out of the meeting, a lady that was next to me, I thought that lady was just one of the community members, but she was an aunt to the boy that was killed the previous day. She said she wanted to speak to the community about the death of the young one. So I just stand aside just to give her a leeway. Unfortunately, I could not even understand what I was going to say. I did not know. But she then started saying, yeah, the community is very happy that the transformer is coming. They're going to get electricity. But for them, it is not, they're not happy as a family because they've lost a young one, and the community now, they're leaving them without even being sympathetic to them. So the community responded, but I'm not sure because they were all making noise, what they said. She then further said, some of you, they don't even have fridges, and the meat that we are talking about that has been spoiled, I'm not sure which meat you're talking about, you know, and that was that. And when the community heard that, they started attacking us. And I tried to calm the community, but unfortunately it was too late.
The mayor of eMalahleni, the ending that wrap up by Heidi Giokos after the unrest over the last couple of days. But today's situation much calmer. Let's hope it remains so into the weekend.